Hey guys, welcome to Gospel Life News. My name is Daki. The name is spelled Darki. Obviously, you know it's double E. A quick one. Today's news it's been a whole lot happening in the music space, and trust me, you guys don't want to miss any of those happenings across the country. Anyway, straight up to the beginning of our news with Odogu himself, Burna Boy. For some reasons, his designer decided to go this route for the final of the mini tour, and if you're not careful enough, you probably think it was a wardrobe malfunction, but regardless, it was a careful one that the team thought it wise for Burna Boy to wear regarding the tour. And moving on, we saw at the point it was actually disclosed that J. Cole was set to feature on Burna Boy's project. Regardless, having J. Cole on a project just shows the fact that Afrobeat is becoming the next big thing. Recall that Davido and Drake were seen hanging out together and there were talks about how Drake was also going to be on Davido's forthcoming Delos project, and it's just these are like big heavyweights. J Cole and Drake are two major heavyweights in the rap scene, and having these two Afrobeats having them on the project just shows that indeed we are becoming the next conversations in the music space. And moving on, we saw about last week or the weekend, we saw where it was everywhere after Burna Boy dropped the song Taliban, and people picked the line of the song where a lot of persons felt like Burna Boy was dating talking about Jada Kingdom after he sang about it and spoke about how he got her a Birkin bag and people were angry, and then he got her six more Birkin bag and all of those conversations. A lot of persons were saying officially Burna Boy is dating Jada Kingdom, but then she has come out in an interview already to actually throw all of that in the air, saying, "As for me, Jada, I am not dating anybody." So if you're thinking what Burna Boy said in the song is true about me, it is not true. Maybe a line of banter or something just to make the line sweet, but for me, I am not dating anybody. So in further words, it just proves that Burna Boy is still on the streets and then still single out there. Maybe just maybe a lucky person can get Odogu, the African giant, to herself. Moving on, we saw for the France official album chart, Love Damini added about 8 spots upwards to about 126, and that's a massive one for Burna Boy, spending about 53 weeks on the chart. Burna Boy has been amazing ever since he dropped the project. Now, moving on, we start for the USA Apple Music Top Song. Burna Boy new song, Taliban's 2 with Byron Messiah made a new peak of number 155. Massive one, obviously. Burna Boy's song has this stereotype way of moving where it starts from beat by beat. You probably will not see it coming, and then you see it from 155 before you know it's on 50, before you know it's on 20, before you know it's on 10, and top five. He has that progression, and trust me, in no time you start seeing these songs like everywhere you turn your heads to. Moving on, we saw for the London performance at the Apple Music, Burna Boy performance as top the Cape Verde Apple Music Top Album as number one, massive one. Obviously, that performance was actually one to look out for, and whoever it is that listens to that project or listens to the performance at the London Stadium, we want to watch it over and over again. It was electrifying. For Burna Boy, it is actually no surprise that you are getting to this position in Cape Verde. And moving on, we saw Burna Boy's song Sitting on Top of the World debut at number 17 on the Billboard bubbling under 100, massive one obviously to Burna Boy. For the Billboard category, yeah, we have like a lot of categories under it. We have the Hot 100, we have the trending, we have the amazing nominations. And Afrobeat have made us know that we have these categories, and because all our songs are going there and be getting numbers from those space. And moving on, we saw Burna Boy coming out to give a tweet concerning the Love Damini tour, and then he's saying, Love Damini Stadium tour is officially over, and thank you to everyone that supported me and supported this tour. It means the world to me. I appreciate you all. And then he said, till the next one, new music out on Friday. I told them. So Burna Boy is saying, he's thanking everybody, right? And then he's saying, Friday, new music will be out. And recall that I dropped one last week Friday, and then Burna Boy has been on the spree of dropping songs basically. And then he's saying another one will be out on Friday, and you guys should expect that one. For Burna Boy, when you see this kind of trends coming, it's just safe to say that we should be expecting a prayer from Burna Boy anytime soon, because Burna Boy has that run. Whenever he's going to drop an album, he drops like series of singles, then an album follows. For this one, it's exciting to know that we are surely closer to get in a Burna Boy's project anytime from now. So regardless, we are also happy and we can't wait to see what Friday has for us concerning Burna Boy. And moving on, we have Davido as the next guy on the news. You saw where, like I said, it was seen alongside Drake at the MSG, where Drake actually came out to say, you know what, you guys out there, I want to introduce my friend to you. And then he called out Davido. And obviously, all the fans were all thrilled to see Davido alongside Drake. Whatever this denotes to you, it's just clear to say that David at a point came out on an interview by himself to say the deluxe is actually on the way, and then he said he has been working with some international collaborations, and he mentioned Drake's name. So this meeting, does it mean that? Does it not mean that? All of those conversations, I would say Asa Asika and Davido as answers only to those questions. But regardless, what we report to you is that him and Drake were seen together and they were having the fun of their life at the MSG. Moving on, we saw Drake, Davido actually sing with Drake's dad, where Drake's dad was seen wearing the 30BG induction chain. Now, for this guys at 30BG, the moment you join the family, the tier, and the link up basically, you have like an emblem you wear, which is the chain, which actually sign or seal your participation in the 30BG gang. And we saw Drake's dad wearing the chain, and a lot of people were saying maybe, just maybe, Drake's dad has joined the 30BG gang. But regardless, whether he's joining or not, you could just tell that this guy really is a 30BG guy, regardless. Moving on, we saw Davido at the point over the weekend where he was dragged by the Northern folks for the Jailo video by Logo Solori, and where it was said that the 19 states in Nigeria from the Northern clan said that they were going to be banning Davido's song from radios, TVs, and public spaces. No one is supposed, or no one is going to listen to Davido's song until the right thing has been done. We saw where Davido came out at the end of the day, bowed to pressure, and finally took down the video and all of that. And a lot of people felt like after doing that, the matter should have died down. But yesterday, a lot of talk was still up and down saying Davido should do something, should do more. But then he has taken down the video. And what else do you want this young man to do? Regardless, the video is taken down, but then these northern folks still want a lot of they still want more from him. And what that more is, I'm sure when they're probably ready to speak, they will come out and say exactly what they want from Davido. And moving on, we saw Davido unavailable feature Mr. Kizz rise to a new peak of 134 on the France Snip singles chart, and it has spent about 4 weeks on the chart. Another big one, obviously, to Davido doing good in France and dominating the France space. Just so you know, the France and the UK are more like Lagos at the moment because these guys consume Afrobeat like no man's business. Canada is almost joining that space because obviously Rema is having numbers in Canada, Whiskey is having numbers in Canada, Burna Boy is doing massive numbers there, and obviously Davido just sold out one of the biggest space there and also doing mad numbers in Canada. Moving on, we saw Davido unavailable Musa Keys ranks at number 95 on the Netherlands Dutch singles chart for this week. Also, it has also spent about 5 weeks on the charts. At the same time, we saw the lady talking about the Eco Hotel lady who returned the sum of about 70 thousand US dollars she found and returned it back to the owner. And where Davido came out saying, "Look for this girl for me. I want to give her 10,000 US dollars." And the girl was found. We saw where they had the video call yesterday thereabout, and Davido finally have sent her the money. This time, not just transfer, he sent it to her in cash in an envelope. And then we saw where she raised the money up and then saying, "Davido, thank you," because finally she have laid hands on 10,000 US dollars, approximately about 8.3 million naira. Now that is what your 8.3 million naira looks like in dollars, as small as that. But regardless, it's fun. And we saw where she was so full of joy and appreciation to Davido for laying hands on such huge amount of money. Moving on, we saw Davido unavailable. Musa Keys received 5 add-ons on the US urban radio, and it became the third most added song of the week. Massive one, obviously, to Davido on that one. Moving on, we saw Davido unavailable eat a new pick on Lebanon on Apple Top Song at number 65. And that is actually Davido's first time in top 100 in Lebanon. Now, these are countries where African music don't even try. There are places where you have to struggle to gain entrance. But regardless, music is becoming a language that everybody needs to speak and understand whenever it comes on. And these Lebanon folks, guys, have come out to understand that, and their numbers in Afrobeat actually arising, and Davido having this one at 65 shows that indeed your song can trend anywhere, regardless of how you sound or how you sing the song. And moving on, we saw Davido on available features on the new on hip hop and R&B of American television music service, Music Choice, massive one. We saw him alongside Love Takes, Me I Am, Endless Fashion, Point Me, Thank for You, and K-pop by Travis Scott. Amazing art projects with great guys on those categories. It just shows that, like I said earlier, Davido is doing good and massive one for himself. Kudos to the team and obviously Davido on that one. Moving on, we have Kiss Daniel as the next guy on the news. We saw at the point where he dropped the song Shuperu, and trust me, an amazing one. He also came out to give kudos to a lot of persons who work on the project, and then for Kiss will always come out to tell you that I am not the only one. And then he said Johnny Drew was also one of the masterminds behind this particular project that was released at the time. We saw where he came to the remix for the Cough, and then he had that with Becky G, and people came out. Some persons have their thoughts about it, saying maybe a new song could have been better or an entirely new song. But you see, this one right here, we're not getting it, and people bash the song, saying no, it's not that, no, it's this, no, it's that, no, it's this. But regardless, is out, and Kiss is saying, I want to go that lane. This is my song, and I choose to do whatever I want to do with my song. Just that the difference is this time he was not posting the COH, but now he is doing the Mavericks. For just so you know, about last month thereabouts, COH, which is called Call of Happiness, was set to drop by Kiss Daniel. That should also be the name of the album, but then Kiss have said maybe he has moved on from COH and now he is doing the Maverick. I saw where he announced that the Maverick album will be out on the 28th of July. That's about Friday. That's Friday actually. And then he's saying he's going to drop the Maverick album on Friday. The big question still remains: what happened to Color of Happiness? Because we all know that we were supposed to receive from Kiss Daniel the Call of Happiness, but regardless, it's Kiss Daniel, and then as he deems fit, he acts on that. So regardless, we just expect Mavericks by Kiss Daniel on Friday, if he sticks to that, because it's Kiss Daniel, he can choose to actually not stick with that and postpone it endlessly. And moving on, we have Simi as the last lady on the news. We saw where she came through with a song, Stranger. Amazing one from her. It's just a song, a Simi kind of song. There's nothing extra, just a Simi kind of song. And a lot of Simi fans love the project, love the single at the time it dropped. We saw where just on Friday, where Simi and Brimo were out in the news. Brimo came out to explain why he turned down with Simi proposal for a song, and then he said he wanted to get intimate with her to create an intimate song. And Simi really didn't make a comment about what Brimo said, but then we saw Captain America talking about Dick Legos coming out to say, please and please don't disrespect my family and my wife. For Brimo, I think you need help. Please go and get yourself help. Brimo actually replied saying, really, 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 for me, I never reached out to you. Please don't reach out to me ever again. If that is all you have to say, don't ever, ever, ever reach out to me. And moving on, we saw Alicia Keys having a summer, and then a summer tour, and then she's saying, of all artists I want to work with on this tour, I want to take a certain Simi with me on tour. And obviously, Simi has been touring with Alicia Keys. They've been having fun at the US, and trust me, these guys have been murdering all stages they've been to. We saw Simi actually showing videos. I think about yesterday, she posted a video where she was so tired after like going on tours and singing and all of that. By the way, we saw and not like particularly good here. His gestures are amazing. Like this guy know how to make everybody do the on thingy. Like I call him the Captain America. We saw where he came through again with flowers, and then he is saying, "Have a great tour," and then he said, "Baby." So obviously we saw the whole commenting on this and that and that and that. Particularly good knows how to wow his lady. We saw at her birthday where he bought her a Benz about last year, and he has been doing this kind consistently, always making sure that Simi actually have the best of the best she deserves. But this time he's saying, "Have a great tour," and obviously he said, "Baby." And Simi posted that one. Adequately good came to the comment again to say, "Kill it from your husband." So obviously this guy shows that they know how to make this social media space talk. Like they know how to make everyone talk. Adequately good is the master behind all of that. Anyways, guys, we've come to the end of this one. And trust me, we'll catch you guys on the very, very next one. Stay safe, guys, and always remember you have to be very careful.